another L this week, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Maryland's offense will have the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find...
Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Liberty. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Douglas.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Uncle said ain't gonna answer your phone call.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the run, still looking. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Terrapins. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Takes a snap, wants to throw.
He's
into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Flames offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Flames want to pick up the tempo. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air, it's Slater. Plucks it out of the air. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They get to the line quickly. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Grab behind the line. It's Douglas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got...
It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the big throw. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Here comes the heat. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it inside the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion.
If you the one that's supposed to be cooking, you the one supposed to be taking stuff out.
only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Catch in the middle, it's Doyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, down to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw again. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Terrapins are marching down the field. The offense changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Flames want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Slater. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Oh, he's getting a
Good tackle,
hasty.
Greg.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. Lining up to add another.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here. And see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be it.
He's got it all right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Flames will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Salter. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback takes a knee. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets away from one, finds some space. Running through contact.
That would have been crazy.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Got a man. It's hard. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Flames are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's hard. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there, working the...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
On target to the left. Powers through. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Flames, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to throw it Slater. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. On the ground. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Take out 3 of them.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Liberty.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. It's a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Flames want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Doyle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Flames have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it, Slater. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Flames. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Ball is loose. bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Used to play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing right. Hits the open man. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Oh, man, boy.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Flames have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Flames line up to punt it away. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. Here's a throw downfield late.
Oh,
he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He wants a big play here late. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And the Flames backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.